Hey my Liptons, so I wanted to do this video because this is something that honestly truly this has been sitting on my spirit for a long time, but I think I never really talked about it or things like that because it's I just didn't want to go into a deep debt into as far as what I think about Klaus and Rebekah's relationship. And I know especially now, lately, I've been doing here and there. I'll do a few Vampire Diaries or the originals videos, either that has to do with Stefan and Elena or Klaus and Caroline, just as far as my faves and my fave couples from the TVD, EU, whatever the hell y'all guys call it on Twitter. The universe is what I'm trying to say. But I like I said in my last video, I started to watch, the originals again, because it's just one of those things where I'm going back to watching shows that I watched when I was younger. So and it's the same thing with Pretty Little Liars. So I'm watching the originals, and there's some things that I feel we're not really talking about as far as Klaus and Rebekah, and I noticed it in Vampire Diaries. It was I noticed it, but it's I was just you know what, I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it be what it is. But I don't know. Now watching the originals again, and obviously I noticed it when I was watching the originals, but now, just me being in the space that I'm in, there's certain things that's just I don't know. So, Klaus and Rebekah, right? And this is just a theory. This is just a theory. I'm just thinking of things and that sort of thing. Klaus and Rebekah's relationship, as far as their brother sister relationship, and maybe there are other people that pointed this out. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any videos on it. Maybe I need to do my research. There's some underlying sexual tension between Klaus and Rebekah. It's very, very apparent and heavy, right? And we noticed in TVD, Klaus had Rebekah daggered up, obviously, because he did that with everybody, with all of his siblings. But as far as running together away from Michael the Destroyer, and the one who he favors, the one that he is his favorite sibling, it was always Rebekah. And of course people will say it's Elijah, but as far as and of course Klaus is, but I'll get to that. But Klaus and Rebekah, there's sexual tension there. I don't there's no other way to explain it. That's just to put it in more blunt words. There's sexual tension there, and it's that makes me question certain things. And me, I'm just a pure Klaus and Caroline fan. That's my couple, and I know I said it before, but I'm gonna keep saying it again. Okay, I'm a Caroline fan. Klaus and Caroline are endgame, period. So I think because Klaus and Rebekah are siblings at the end of the day, they couldn't. And this just, I'm sorry, this is just my theory. It's just something that I just, in the back of my mind, sometimes I think about it, because it's and plus rewatching the originals, I think, because obviously they're siblings and they know it's wrong to be quote unquote, well, to be incestuous. I think that's how you say it. To be incestuous. So Klaus has always gone, to put it in more terms like how Caroline said it to Klaus, he always went for the blondes. Like, can we, like, let's keep it a buck. Like, I feel like I can be a Klaus and Caroline fan and say that they're endgame, but also seeing things for what it is. Like, are we gonna sit here and act as if like Klaus hasn't gone for, people that somewhat look like Rebekah? Like, why do you think that Klaus has always gone, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for Caroline? And if you think about it, like, it's sort of like, okay, like, you could have gone for anybody else, like, that sort of thing, but you went for the blondie, for someone that somewhat looks like your sister. You know what I mean? So I just feel like he went for someone who was like, hey, you know what? She has blonde hair like my sister. And it's just a theory. I'm on my like Sigmund Freud like psychology brain right now. Like, I think that I don't know, like, it's giving very much like I'm seeing Rebekah through Caroline. Like, I'm seeing Rebekah through Cammy or Camille, whatever the hell her name is, so I don't know. That's why I feel like Klaus has always gone for the blondes. And I know people are gonna be like, oh well, he's also gone for Aurora. Aurora's not a blonde, but come on, like, Klaus definitely has a type. Like, let's keep it a bean. Klaus has a type, and clearly it's the blondes. Yes, he might have dated a redhead or whatever the hell Aurora was, but Klaus definitely has a type. He likes the blondies. So, yeah, like, there's just this certain thing with Klaus and Caroline. I mean, with Klaus and Rebekah, where there's definitely some like underlying sexual. That's why he's always like, Klaus is overbearing as hell when it comes to Rebekah. Like, he's like always, like, as far as like any kind of relationship, or if she tries to find love or he's always like sticking his nose as far as like her business, or like will kill like a partner of hers. Like, even like this one episode that I was watching, Rebekah was saying like how she wanted to turn him into a vampire, and then Klaus was like, oh hell no, and and then Klaus kills him right then and there. So Klaus has always had an issue with like the lovers that Rebekah has had. And then on top of that, and I need to call out Rebekah too, I need to call her out. Rebekah, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but maybe I'm not looking hard, but nobody's calling this out, because it's like, Rebekah, and first of all, Rebekah met Marcel. How old was he? Like, when I think before 10 years old, I think that's what he was. This Marcel was a child. He was a child. And here you have Marcel telling grown-ass Rebekah, oh, I'm gonna marry you. Like, I'm just like, and I'm just like, okay. So, and then y'all wait till like, and then Rebekah waits till he gets older, and then that's when she has a sexual relationship. Like, it's giving me very much like grooming tease, and I'm mad that nobody's really like calling that out. Like, it's kind of like, you know what's crazy? Honestly, I'm not actually surprised that I'm not calling it out, because, and I have to keep it a bean, I feel like when it comes to like these guys, and you know me, I'm hard on these guys. Like, I'm hard on Damon, and I'll call out Damon, I'll call out Stefan, I'll even call out Klaus when he just done some fucked up shit, and Damon included, especially Damon. If y'all follow me on Twitter, which y'all should, it's on my bio. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Damon. I always call him out. Damon is trash to me. But I feel like nobody's really calling out Rebekah for like grooming Marcel, if we're gonna keep it a bean. Like, she groomed Marcel. And like, and mind you, Marcel was like a son to Klaus. So it's like, shouldn't you look him as like a nephew? Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's just something that it's just like, okay, it's kind of like weird. But, yeah, like, I just feel like Klaus and Rebekah, there was definitely, like, he has, like, even though, like, Klaus gets mad at Rebekah, you know, he just kept her in a box for, like, decades and decades and decades, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, and, you know, and I feel like Klaus did that most of the time because of, like, as far as, like, Rebekah's, like, you know, her decisions of what she wants to do as far as like her love life and the decisions that she's taken with certain people. But it's like, I also feel like he did that out of jealousy because of like, you know, he can't really be with Rebekah because that is his sister. So in a way, I think that Klaus knows that it's obviously both of them know it's morally wrong for them to be together, even though low-key Klaus and Rebekah don't, I mean, not low-key, high-key. Klaus and Rebekah don't have no morals because they kill so many people, but, you know, they know it's wrong to be to be in a incestuous relationship. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that word, incestuous relationship. But, yeah, like, so that's why I feel like Klaus has always gone for, you know, the blondies. And listen, like I said before, I'm still here for Klaus and Caroline. Like, that is my couple. I love them together. So I was here for it. But it's like, you know, and I'm not saying that Klaus doesn't love Caroline. And I feel like Klaus grew to love Caroline. For me, it was sort of like a thing where it's like, okay, like, yeah, I see my sister through you kind of vibe. Like, it's kind of weird. But then I feel like he ended up loving Caroline for who she was and for, you know, as Caroline Forbes. So I feel like he obviously grew to love her. But, you know, and also because, like, we also got the blood sharing thing where he fed Caroline his blood. So I also think there was, like, something. Isn't there like something where it's like, if a vampire shares his blood with somebody, there's like some sexual like tension, like sexual thing too? If the vampire wants us to be, I don't know. Maybe y'all guys can explain that to me in the comment section below, because I don't remember. Because I remember like the I think the first meeting where because like Tyler was sired to Klaus, and then he told Tyler to go bite Caroline. And then Klaus came to cure Caroline's wolf bite thing. And then like he shared the blood, and I felt like I read something where it's like blood sharing is like can also be like sexual. Like, so like if the vampire shares his blood, he can be such sexual to, I don't know. I'm just saying things. But yeah, so I also think that had to do with Klaus's attraction to Caroline Forbes. But yeah, so, but yeah, you know, I was here for it. I was here for this relationship and everything like that. But yeah, this is just something that I just wanted to like talk about, because it's like, it's something where it's like, okay, like this is something I noticed heavy, like, and I've been noticed it, but it's just like, just rewatching the originals, it's just like, okay, like this is like clearly like there's tension between Klaus and Carol and Rebekah. So, but yeah, tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with me? You guys agree with my weird ass theory? And it's like, listen, y'all can disagree, y'all can, you know, and listen, y'all need to please subscribe to my channel, y'all. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video, and let's get the discussion popping. Let's see what we have going on. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what y'all guys have to say. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that I'm reaching as far as like when it comes to this theory? And because it sounds very Sigmund Freud kind of for what I'm saying when it comes to Klaus and Caroline. So you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree? What do you guys think? Please like, comment, and subscribe, or share the video. And I'll see y'all